Welcome to Annitude, a relationship podcast about love, friendships, and everything in between. Hello and welcome to Annitude with Anna. I'm here with Amanda. We're here to talk about our, what are we calling this? Garbage trash whores.
Garbage trash whores.
That's right. So we're back to talk about these garbage trash whores. And we took notes this time so that we can be this is like journalism at its finest.
Oh yeah, no, we're very educated women.
Yes,
so
women in STEM.
Women in STEM.
I charged my sound card today, even though I thought it was broken. I was like, this thing is broken, and I literally just plugged it in and it started working. And I was like, oops. And we're also drinking an espresso from my espresso machine that my boyfriend got me. So we're European journalists right now.
Oh yeah.
Call me Edna.
We're answering the hard-hitting questions.
Yes. We really are. So our first hard-hitting question is, let me break out the notes. They open up at the dinner table from last week, which the girls, we know who we're talking about. We're talking about Meredith. We're talking about Lisa. We're talking about Wild Rose. We're talking about Lisa fucking Stank Starter Barlow and Jenn Shaw and our girl Heather. But it opens up with Whitney talking about like her abuse and like how she can't articulate what actually happened, which is sad. Like this is like where the housewives gets too real, because I'm here for like the LOLs and I'm here for the fighting. And like when they start talking about real stuff, then it reminds me that they're actual people. And I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, no, I want to think of them as like imaginary.
Yes.
They're all playing a character.
Exactly.
Which in some ways they are. They are like just kind of over the top their own character. But it was like pretty real. And honestly, I don't think Whitney should have shared that.
No, because I feel like this is the wrong audience to share like your trauma with, because they will use it against you. And sorry, my cats are like going to town in the litter box right now. I apologize. But then they're the wrong audience to like, I'm not saying like don't bring up your abuse, because it might help somebody, but not to these ladies, because I feel like they're haters.
I mean, I think she definitely wanted it to be a part of the show because, like you said, there is other people that is something that they've struggled with, and just in their community that they grew up in general, it's something that people don't talk about.
Right.
But I was just like, here at a girls trip in Scottsdale where everyone's just kind of
first of all
shit.
Scottsdale, like I feel like that's trauma enough and we don't need to invoke any more trauma on anyone. So I would have saved that until I got home, I think, and just not with these ladies, and not with the whole. This is my thing about sharing with these, like, on reality shows, is like, what kind of people watch reality shows are not people that have empathy. Besides us, I have empathy for Whitney Wild Rose.
We're gonna get to empathy.
Yeah. The empathy of it all. The empathy of it all. And then, okay, how do you feel about Meredith not accepting Lisa's apology? Because I would have been like, yeah, it's water under the bridge. Like, you called me a garbage whore. Yes, you can't take those things back, but when you think about them not being real, it's actually pretty funny, because it's like, who says that stuff? I would let it go. Would you let it go at this point, or would you continue to hold a grudge just because it's Lisa Barlow?
I think I'm gonna hold a grudge because it's Lisa Barlow. Like,
we don't like her.
Well, because the other thing is like she's doing all this. She's like, "I'm sorry, Meredith," and like theatrics.
Meredith, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to say it like that. I didn't know I had a microphone on. That's my favorite part.
No,
it's like you're on a reality show.
Yeah, bitch. She was just out of line, unnecessary. Like she shouldn't have said it anyway. And she doesn't truly apologize. Meredith really is in the right, saying like you're not even saying you feel sorry for it. You're not regretful.
Right.
And then I think Meredith's intuition is really spot on, because then they panned her Lisa's confessional and she was like, it's all true.
It's all true.
And she was like, I didn't make any of it up. And so Lisa truly believes that Meredith is a garbage trash whore
that fucked half of New York. I mean, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but just in the sake of the show, I would just accept the apology so we can move on to something else, because I feel like
so we can have fun on
the
bike.
So we can have fun on the pedal bike. But then Meredith says, she goes, I've never confided in you, Lisa, because I don't trust you. And then Lisa goes, thank you.
Okay,
I was like,
I have
what? Why are
I
you?
have quite a few
Thank
like
you.
Lisa tidbits that I wrote down from this episode because she says some wild shit.
Truly
Where
wild.
she definitely says like the kid that everyone is annoyed with at the moment but wants to be involved. She
Yes.
says a lot of those kind of comments.
Well, yeah, we'll get to the Dior boots of it all.
But I was just like her saying, "I'm not slitting my wrists for
Wrists,
anyone."
yes, which was like, whoa, I mean, that's going 0 to 100. I've
Even
said things like, I'm not gonna like nail myself to the cross. Obviously, I'm not Jesus,
yeah,
and nobody has an experience with nailing themselves to the cross. But slitting your wrist, you don't know who has experience with that. And Meredith just had a nephew, right, that
yeah,
died of
that's what they were talking
suicide.
about. Well, I don't know if they died. They don't touch on that at all in the
Right,
show. But they were saying like that she did
suicide.
have, yeah, she did have a nephew that was like struggling with suicide and actually attempted suicide.
Right.
Which, in general, though, even if you know nobody ever, and for some reason
Yes.
your world is rainbows and butterflies,
Yes.
why are you referring
Referring
to
to
slitting
slitting
your wrist?
wrists, like that is like very dramatic. That's very
And
dramatic.
then I wasn't really Team Whitney when she was like, "That's just how Lisa talks."
It's
And it's
not
like,
though. It's not though because I think Lisa picks and chooses her words very wisely, and she knew that was like fucked up. And I just put um the quote of I'm not going to slit my wrist for anyone, and I'm just thinking about Meredith's family, and I go awkward. And then Heather feels the awkwardness and goes, have a sip of wine and a bite of
and a bite
fish.
of fish.
I'm
It's
like,
wine, a bite of
yes,
fish.
queen. Yes, queen. And then Whitney says Meredith is pulling at strings, which Whitney kills me with her euphemisms and analogies because they're always wrong. So she says, Meredith is pulling strings just to be mad at Lisa. And it's like, that's not what you mean. You mean Meredith is pulling at straws or like, pulling out of thin air, but pulling at strings just to be mad at
She's
Lisa.
pulling,
Yeah,
pulling,
yeah. Pulling at strings.
pulling its strings.
And then Felon Shaw speaks up and she starts crying and saying she wouldn't be here without her family, her friends, or her faith. And I said,
That's
no,
all she has
yes,
is her
her
husband, her kids, and
and her
her
faith.
faith.
And I was like, no, you're here because you robbed old people.
And I kind of like, does the Nation of Islam know that you're like
Yes,
claiming that
claiming
you're
that you're
that
using your faith as why you're in like because like okay the Muslim religion is like very supposed to be like very humble, like you
oh
live like
yeah.
Jesus, you know poor people come first and you're like a very humble and meek person. And Jen Shah is the complete opposite
Yeah.
of the Islamic faith, so I think that's hilarious that she always tries to throw her quote unquote faith into the mix. So I'm like, girl, that's not going to save you. You're still going to prison. Allah can't save you.
Maybe you should have turned to your faith a little more
Yes, maybe you should
in the
have
beginning
been full
before you thought
Muslim
about scheming
and
and
scamming,
scamming
defrauding
all
old
these
people.
people.
Yeah, I need a full like synopsis of what she did because I know that she did the cold calling and like told people that they could get business like advice and like business help for and it was all fake. But I want to know exactly how and who and what and where because like this is like a federal case and I want to know like what she was doing in New York, what Stu Chains was up to.
For
I need to
sure.
know
In
everything.
all honesty, though, I don't think Jen Shaw is that smart.
No,
That
that's
sounds
the thing
really
why she got
that
caught.
yeah, that
She's a
sounds really
very dumb
bad. But
criminal.
I think it was somebody else told her like this is something people do all the time,
Right,
and we won't get caught, and you're gonna make a lot of
right.
money. And so she was just like, "Oh, you said money?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
in.
let's do it.
Shamazing!
It's amazing. Let's throw a $70,000
Oh
birthday
my God,
party
that birthday
for
party
a
was
girl I barely like."
exactly. And that birthday party was dumb. Like it had the Polynesian dancers for no reason.
And then Meredith's like, "Is this party even for me?"
Exactly. It's what wasn't. So Felon Shaw speaks up, she chimes in, and then Meredith says she appreciates Lisa's apology, but they're still not friends. Which I'm like, okay, so what was the point of you saying, I acknowledge and accept your apology, but I'm not going to be your friend, disengaging?
I understand, like, I'm not your friend, but I
Yeah.
forgive you part, honestly,
Okay.
just
That
because,
makes her mature because I guess I'm
yeah.
not mature. I'm either your friend or like I'm not accepting your apology.
Mm.
That's how I am. I'm like very like
No, I
black
think
and
I would
white.
like talk to nobody if I was that way, like
Yeah.
especially like my family, and I'd be like, we don't. I'm just don't. I don't engage with
I'm
anyone because there's like there's
disengaging.
so many things that I'm like, did you just say that?
Like, excuse me?
Excuse me, not
Pardon?
even towards me, and I'm
Just
just like,
life in general.
just
Like,
stuff in general, and I'm like, did you just say that?
like
I
it's,
want to not interact with you ever
yeah, I want to
again,
disengage.
but you're my
That's
family apparently.
Yeah, it's so difficult with
So
family. It's like, oh, my mom just said something slightly homophobic slash. My mom loves to say like, so my mom is like icon of like the gays. Like she was like with the gays in the 80s, but sometimes she says stuff and I'm like, that is homophobic. Like that is transphobic. And she's like, what? And I'm like, oh my
I
God,
feel
my
like that's all.
parents.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. They're like, I'm on the side of the gays. I love the gays, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah, like, excuse me, are you though? So then we wake up to Jen Shaw with blowhorn.
oh yeah, wake up all the hoes,
Waking up the hose with the
wake all the
blowhorn.
hoes up.
Yeah, and then Jen says that like they're ready to have fun and do something else besides drink cow coochie, which she
I
meant ayahuasca or was
It
that
was no, it was cacao. They
cacao? Oh
drink like
yes,
straight up cacao with the
which is
shaman.
which is basically just chocolate.
It's not good though.
It's not good.
It's what chocolate's made from.
Okay,
So
which
like
I'm not a fan of
cacao.
chocolate anyway, so I'm like,
No, think of like the most bitter
dirt.
chocolate you ever tasted.
No, thank you.
It's worse than that. Like Daniel one time,
Disgusting.
I love him and I love dark chocolate and that's my vibe.
Yeah.
He bought me like a dark chocolate cacao bar from like Whole Foods or something.
Oh, and he thought you were gonna
So
be
he was like,
smash
"Oh,
it.
she's gonna love this."
Hated
It's
it.
not the same.
He
It's
said
not the
hated
same.
it.
Cacao is that's what chocolate comes from, but in
But
most chocolate that people eat now, there is barely any cacao. There's
yeah,
anything in
that's
it.
true. That's
So
true.
it's like, yeah, no, so I understood where they were like, this tastes like dirt, and then Lisa, I love it.
I love it. And then Jen calling it Calcucci.
Calcucci, yes.
And then Lisa calls her husband to like ask about the boys and see who got ready for school. I don't know which one's
Hold on
which.
though.
What happened?
Did you see his name in her phone?
What was it, John?
I thought it was. I was like, does she have his whole like government name on her
I
phone?
have my boyfriend's government name
Yeah.
because it's Pete Davidson. So I think it's funny that like
Oh.
I'll get a call from Pete Davidson. People think I'm joking. I want to clear the air. His name is literally Peter Davidson. I'm not just saying that. People think I've been
We
joking this whole time. And I'm like, why would I joke about that for this long?
we love that.
Yeah. But that's why I have him in my phone as Pete
You
Davidson.
know, mine's like Mr. Ty. I'm like
Oh,
really. I'm
that's so
really.
sweet.
Yeah, mine's like Mr. Ty heart and
Heart,
like the
heart, heart.
couples like couple holding hands
Aww.
thing. Because I'm like basic like that.
I
No,
love
but
it.
so Lisa's husband's name, if I read this correctly, his name in her phone is JB Husband Boss.
What?
In her
That's a
phone.
lot of titles to have.
Because the name was
John
really
Barlow,
long.
John Barlow, husband,
Husband Boss.
boss. So all of his titles.
So
It's like husband, boss, confidant, esquire. Like what? That's too much. Like what?
I
She should
had
have him in
to.
his her phone as Daddy Barlow.
I
Like
I had
something
to
like
pause.
that.
I had to pause it to read it because I was like, "Why is his name so long on her phone?"
Why is it JB?
And it was JB husband boss.
JB, husband, boss, Daddy Barlow. She says that she asked about those kids getting ready, and he said one of the kids he didn't help, so he was late for school. Typical dad shit. Dads don't know how to do anything right when you leave.
Oh
So
no, we were like, I remember if my dad had to take us to school, which was super rare, and we were
we
not.
were early.
Yeah,
We
we
were
were
early
early.
because my dad would wake us up. So we'd have to be up at like 7:15, and my dad would come in like a military man because my dad was in the military and wake us up at 6 o'clock. Like,
Oh
oh,
my
time to
god.
get up. You're late for school. And then we would be like, oh my God, no, we're not. And then he would be incessant. He'd be like, wake up.
wake
Wake
up.
up. Come on, wake up. I know you're awake, but wake up. Get up. Get up.
Because
Get
like
up. Get up. Get
moms,
up.
moms know your entire routine.
Yes,
They
moms
know,
create the
yeah. So
routine.
they know when you go back to sleep and get back up again. They know that
Exactly.
whole schedule of
Dads
yours.
don't get that. And it's like, excuse
My
me,
no.
you've done this before, Dad.
If my dad had to take us to school or like wake us up for something, my dad is grabbing your leg and taking you out of the bed.
Oh my,
He was
that's
one
so
of those
annoying.
because if you try to go back to sleep, it's a no for
Oh
him.
my
So he
God.
would like literally like drag you out of bed if you
This
didn't
is
get
why
up.
dad should not be in charge of
But with my
anything.
dad, we were never late. My mom, we were constantly late. And because my mom worked at the school,
Oh, so
so
she's
like
like, I'm showing up when I show
the
up.
office ladies just are like, "Here's your tardy pass."
Yep. They're like, bitch, we
Like,
know you're tardy. Your mom's
we know
always
you're
tardy.
tardy. Or sometimes like we could even just like run to class and like they would
They'd be like,
just sit
whatever.
down.
There's these kids again being like, because their mom works here. So you guys got a pass at least.
Oh yeah, no for sure.
So unlike Henry or Jack or ever who the fuck was
How
late,
they're late to school.
they're late fudge college. Well, obviously he's gonna be late to school if he's saying fudge college. Um, Meredith brought her glam team, and Heather said it's an oxymoron to have glam in AZ because who are you trying to impress, the cacti or the women on this trip? And I never agreed with something more because I couldn't even tell that Meredith got glam. I feel like she could have did that herself.
Yeah, that was I felt the same way though. I'm like I just put my hair in a bun. Who am I
Yes,
trying to impress here? I
exactly.
have
And
a
I know we're on
man.
TV,
Yeah.
but come on. And honestly, you can do half of the looks that they pull themselves.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't understand a glam team. I don't think I would ever, I'm not saying like I'm a makeup guru or anything, but I don't think I would ever hire a glam team because I know how I like my makeup
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
I
a
feel
very
that.
certain way. And I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. I've been doing it the same way for like 10 years. You can't stop me
I'm a
because I
like
can't
if
read.
my cousin doesn't have a job and I have the money to hire her to do my makeup, like that's what we're doing.
Yes, yes.
Like
I
I
will
think
find somebody in the
maybe I'll be one of
fam.
those. I'll
Yeah.
start my Shaw squad.
There we go. Amazing. And the next thing you know, you're in prison.
Ooh.
Um, so Meredith wants Lisa. Oh yeah, Meredith wants Lisa to go change. Wants her to change her behavior. So who goes in there with Meredith? Oh,
So
fucking Heather.
Heather, I
Heather.
was kind of surprised how Meredith. Well, I guess all of the girls kind of respect Heather the most.
Right.
And so I was really surprised at how she got no reaction for calling Meredith, what did she call her? Like a condescending
Sending bitch.
bitch.
She said, because Meredith said she wants Lisa to change her behavior and she's not open to somebody who will stab you in the heart. And Heather says, stop being a condescending little bitch because she did try to like
I was
therapize,
just like,
like,
when you go to
when
therapy
you go to
and
therapy and learn how to be
deem
my friend, I will deem you worthy to be my friend. And I was like, ooh, Heather's getting spicy.
I will give like Heather had the best confessionals of this
Yes,
episode.
she did. She's
Hers
always
hers
on
were
one.
just but this episode in particular,
Yes.
they were all
Was
just
chef's kiss.
chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Jenn Shot, I named her felonista. Felonista is yelling through the house where the hoe's at, and then she looks in the bathroom and goes, oops, not in the bathroom. Now let's talk about their outfits. All right, first we have Whitney, the cowgirl chic look that she was going for. Why do people think, okay, I don't know how to break it to people that come to Arizona, but we do not dress like cowgirls. I've never once put on a boot, and the only time I've seen a cowgirl boot is a bachelorette party from like coming here from like Nashville or like thinking that this is how we dress in Arizona. It's a bachelorette party.
So yeah, so here as a native of
Yeah.
Arizona,
Yeah, tell me a
um,
native's point of view because from an outsider's point of view, I'm like, do you guys dress like that? And I just didn't catch on.
so the answer is no. Like yes and no. Is what it is. It's just there are quite a few farms here, or a lot
Right.
of people have a lot of acreage and they have horses and stuff. But at this point, it's not really a thing as much as it used to once
Right. And
be.
mostly those people aren't going out in Scottsdale and wearing cowgirl
Oh
boots.
yeah, no. Most of the people in Scottsdale, they're not out here like
Ranching.
no.
Yeah.
We got a lot of like there's a lot of farms like on the West Valley, like
Right.
Buckeye and stuff like that. Or like when I was in high school, we had quite a few girls, but they
That were
were
in
more like
4-H.
They were more like their parents owned the farm.
Yeah,
So they
we're
had
the
like
we're the
their
ranch girls.
they had like their
The,
Miss Me jeans.
yes, we're the heiress to the ranch
So they had like their Miss Me jeans
with
and
the
their like
bedazzled.
ostrich bedazzled cowboy boots,
God.
like very much that.
And I'm just
But
not into the like my thing is like I don't care about like if you want to wear cowboy boots, but I'm not into the slutty cowgirl aesthetic because I'm like that's contradicting itself because like picture yourself on a farm, okay? You're wearing cowboy boots, but your legs are naked.
anyone who wears cowboy boots on a daily basis is conservative.
Yes.
I
Oh,
will.
absolutely.
I
That too.
wholeheartedly
That
believe
too.
that.
Like you're automatically I know you voted for Trump and you where were you on January
So it's
6th?
like if you're wearing cowboy boots because it's like on theme for the party that you're going to or whatever, that's something else. But like if you're wearing cowboy boots on a Tuesday
Yeah.
to
I'm
fries,
scared.
I'm walking in
I
the
need a
other
cease and
aisle,
desist
not
from your
going there.
boots. Like I don't want to see that. I also put Heather her pasties question mark. Did you see her pasties hanging out the entire time?
Yes, I did.
They weren't even pasties, they were the petals, like the petals that you get to like cover like which okay, full disclosure, when I wear something that I can't wear a bra with, I just don't wear a bra and I don't wear those little petal things because who cares? It's a nipple. Um, but people get really offended by
Free the
nipples.
nipple.
Yeah, people get really offended. But I didn't understand her outfit because it was like a romper, but it was
But
like
it was
falling.
open.
Yeah, it was falling off at the top.
And
Her
then was she wearing a
titties
bra?
we don't know but because it looked like her boobs were up but it also looked like her boobs were not covered because I saw the petal pasties. It was bizarre. I put Jen. I just put what. I didn't even have any notes for her outfit. I just put what
What?
because like truly it was like a what. It was like Louis Vuitton, like fake Louis Vuitton, which is my absolute favorite is when the girls wear stuff that I know is not actual designer because designers don't make things like t-shirts. They don't make things like the whatever Jen Shaw's vest she was wearing. They just don't. And then I put Meredith's boring and Lisa was regular. Like they were just wearing jeans and like a flowy top.
Well, Lisa needed something to go with her Dior boots.
That's right. Her gaucho boots that
Her
were made
Dior
into
boots.
yeah, her Dior from the Gaucho collection 2007. Then the guy pulls up and he's like, "All aboard!" Kevin said,
Kevin is the sixth housewife.
"Yes, he is. He's on that. He's officially a member, a cast member." So he was getting he told everybody get on the Jen Shaw Express pedal bike. Have you ever been on one of those?
I have not.
Me either. I don't want to exercise.
I kind of want to know what act like does my pedaling actually make the car go, or is it like a fun like
Yeah, it's like
pedal
psych. Yeah, we're
and like
pedaling.
is there actually like a motor in it? That's kind of
Yeah.
my thing.
I feel like there would have to be, especially because like the weight distribution of the people that were on the crew, like the crew of like the
Yeah,
recording people, it'd be too heavy for like with all the equipment and then the girls.
for sure.
So
I think it's just like supposed to be like a fun time.
yeah, and I guess it makes you feel like you're getting less drunk.
Exercise.
Yeah, and
It's
you're
just your exercise.
you're getting yeah, and you're getting exercise. Um, and then everybody says this trip is to help Jen. And then Jen says, it's to help me and also to help Whitney heal.
Lisa says
Oh,
that.
Lisa says that.
Says it's to
To
help
help
Whitney heal and like kind of laugh.
laughs.
And then that is the exact reason why I said she shouldn't have shared her real trauma.
Yeah, because now they're
these
being
girls.
shady.
Because now they're like, then for Whitney to heal.
Yeah, to Hill.
To heal.
To Hill. They're pouring drinks into Whitney's asshole.
So
And her pussy.
I made a note. Jen started it all.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, she said, "Drown that bitch."
Yes, yes, drown that bitch.
She loves her pussy wet. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she's like, we know Whitney loves her coochie wet, so drown that bitch. And I was like, whoa.
Oh.
And then they zoom in, and they're literally pouring it in. I hope she had at least some fabric to cover up her vagina, but they were pouring it inside of her urethra, like it was going into her body, but via her butthole.
I really didn't expect this group of girls to be okay with like dumping
wine and
alcohol,
all kinds of stuff all over. Yeah, that was weird because I would feel sticky and gross.
Yeah,
so that made me think that they did this after the rodeo stuff because do you know that when they went to the rodeo stuff they looked dry and normal, So I
Yeah,
think
but
they
then they were
filmed.
all saying that like we were on the bike earlier and we had fun or something.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that they cut that scene, like they edit it to make it seem like they went to the rodeo thing after.
After.
Yeah, because I can't fathom her showing
Yeah,
up
no,
with a
I was
wet
definitely like,
vagina.
these girls are troopers if they did all that and then went to the rodeo.
Right, because that's dusty, sticky, and gross. But who knows? They might have assistants that wipe them down. But I was
That's what I was
very
thinking. I
confused.
was confused as well.
But then Lisa and Meredith start really pouring wine on each other, and it's like getting aggressive. And it was like,
Yeah.
ooh, this is how white ladies fight.
Yeah, and Whitney's like, I'm living for it. They're
Yes.
passively aggressively throwing
Throwing
wine at each other.
exactly. And then Whitney gets on that pole. She's like, I found a stripper
A
pole.
stripper
And then she
pole.
gets
It's
on it and tries
literally like a
it.
weight bearing.
It was like, this is holding this whole mechanism together. Don't get on there. Um, and then they pull up to the rodeo, and Lisa goes, there's a reason why I'm in these Dior boots. So that begins
the Dior boots of it all.
yeah, the Dior boots of it all begins as soon as they step foot inside the rodeo. So the women that performed, they performed for Dior and were in Vogue. And Lisa loves horses. That's what I wrote for my notes. Is that
Oh
Lisa
yeah,
thinks they're healing, and she loves horses.
she does.
I said the girls were
Horses
cool.
are so healing for
So
me.
healing. I love them. And I said the girls are so badass, like riding
Oh my
side saddle
gosh.
in a dress.
I felt like a terrible Mexican not knowing like
The
this was
culture.
here
Yeah, we need to
and
go
like
to a show. We need to find a
we gotta
show.
go. I looked at their Instagram and there was like nothing since they've done the Dior show, but
We need to go to
I need to
something
find
like
it out. I
that.
need to figure it out.
See,
I'm gonna
I'm not
ask my cousins that are like
I was gonna say, aren't they into the rodeo life?
yeah, my cousins are very much like
Country.
yeah, she's gonna be on the rancho, you know.
Yeah.
She's out here.
I love
and
it.
I'm here,
I love
and I'm
ranchera.
here like I didn't even know that this was like such a thing.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to Buffalo Chip?
Buffalo chip? No,
Yeah.
what is that?
It's a country bar that also has the rodeo.
That
I
sounds dangerous.
It is very dangerous. Well, and it's also very conservative. I saw a lot of "Let's Go Brandon" flags when I went. I was so scared. I was shook. I was like,
I went to the Black Rodeo. Did I tell you?
No, I want to go. I would go to that.
It was actually really cool.
That's what
I'm
I would
not
go.
gonna
I would
lie.
feel safe.
I felt the safest.
Yeah.
No, Daniel's dad's family came down and we had like a little like weekend and the Black Rodeo was here, so we all went.
That's awesome.
It was actually really cool. And then Daniel was, I think, worried too because Daniel is the opposite of anything like country. Like,
yeah.
That's not Daniel at all. They played zero country music.
Hell yes.
It was all like they had like Prince on.
Fuck yeah.
And just like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's what I'm
like,
talking. Oh, I want to go.
So
I want to go to one.
Of course. I was like, all people of color were all late to everything.
Fuck yeah.
So it didn't start till like an CP hour time. After, I think. I think it didn't start till an hour after.
That's what happens when you get black and brown people together. We're just like, we're collectively gonna be late.
But no, it was actually really fun. It was really fun, and it was really nice to see white people uncomfortable.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Is like, when I go to black spaces and there's a white person there and I don't have to worry about my safety, but they think that they have to worry about theirs, which they don't. I'm like, now you see how I feel, but my life is actually in danger. Yours isn't. Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah. I love taking white people to like black spaces and then watching them just like kind of squirm because they're like uncomfortable. I'm like, this is my entire life. I was like, this is me literally walking into any building. Like, so now you know how I feel. Except for mine is warranted and your fear is not. Yours is based off ignorance. Mine's based off of experience. So.
Ooh, she said it, guys.
I said it.
The actual truth.
The truth. So, yeah, before this turns into a political podcast,
I know.
once again.
We're really talking about the Black Rodeo.
Right?
We digress.
The girls were cool. The tricks were top notch. Side saddle only. I said, yes, bitch. And then Jen Shaw and them, I said, why did they get dresses? I feel like they should not have been allowed to touch those dresses because I feel like those were artifacts that should not be defiled by the girls of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
I was very jelly.
I was too. I want to do that.
Dancer,
oh,
and
yes.
My mom didn't let me join the club because
you could have been performing at Desert Sky.
I was so mad. That was the dream of my life. Like, I want to be on the Flocorico dancing.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "You're too young," which I technically was. but my mom worked at the school,
So she could have got you
and it was
in.
her bestie who was one of the like persons
The choreographers
that coordinated the club, and her daughter, who we were the same age, was in
was
the
in it.
Folklorico dancing club.
Your mom. See,
And my
sometimes it'd be your
mom,
mom's the biggest hater. Like
my
they
mom
stop
said
you from
you guys
doing
have to follow the
things.
rules, and I'm like, nepotism.
Hello, make it work for me today.
Well,
Bring it in, bring it up. I'm your daughter,
everybody has been using nepotism for years, and now
and now I can't be, and I
they
want to be a
can't.
folklorico dancer, and you won't let me.
I
That's
just wanted to
rude.
live my best life.
Ugh, I'm sad. Yeah, I was.
But
I
those dresses were
they were
beautiful.
gorgeous. They were so pretty. And then Jen Shaw gets on a horse and almost stabs it with her heel. She's like, "Do you think they'll care I'm not wearing boots?" And she almost kills the horse.
I felt so bad. Oh, that was it. So there's another little part where
Lisa says,
where she
"Magical."
was like, there's like, this looks like ribbon candy.
Yes, this looks like ribbon candy. This is
She was like
magical.
looking at Jen Shaw's like little hairpiece. She's like, it's like ribbon candy.
She's
And
God bless.
I
God
was just
bless.
like, this is definitely someone no one wants to really talk to or engage with,
Exactly.
and you're making these comments. I thought that was
But
great.
you're being awkward. Meredith and Whitney go get dressed and they talk about Lisa's sexual favors and how Whitney feels uncomfortable that they were talking shit. Which, shout out to Whitney for like owning up to the fact that they both were talking shit and that it's not right to just be like smiling in somebody's face because that's what I hate. I don't care if you talk shit about me, but like don't smile in my face and be like, haha, Kiki, bitch. Like,
We're
we're
besties.
besties. Tell me what was said. What was said and why was it said and why are you spreading rumors? So shout out to Whitney, Wild Rose,
Wild Rose.
for being a wild rose. Then Lisa keeps talking about her boots and she's telling like the ladies, she's like, you know, these boots were in vogue. They're Dior.
Dior.
They're from the Gaucho collection in 2007. I love these boots. And the girls are like looking
They're
like
those women.
they
Like,
deserve an
props to
award.
them.
They had to
Props to
listen to
them.
Lisa.
Yeah, they had to listen to these crazy white women.
Yes.
And they're just like,
And they had to watch Jen Shaw almost kill a horse with her heels. And then I put I don't know, I was just like Jen should not be allowed around horses as a felon. I feel like that should be like
I
a
have
a condition of her bail is like not to be around livestock.
I have such a hard time like having any sympathy or anything for anything Jen says.
Yeah.
And especially knowing now, like I kind of was like surprised that they're still like, I mean, they have to, money, but they're still putting out this season.
I
Knowing
know.
that
She's going to the clink.
she's out here.
Yeah. But okay, so do you watch Beverly Hills at all? Or
I haven't in a long time.
okay, so
but
you know
I
Erica
know
Jane.
some of
Yeah.
the drama.
You know how Erica Jane, her husband, defrauded all those people that he was a lawyer for, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, do you think so Erica Jane is being constantly like harassed about what her husband did. Do you think Jen Shaw's husband, Coach Shaw, should be harassed for what Jen Shaw did? Do you think he knew? Do you think he should be like persecuted just in the public eye like Jen Shaw and Erica Jane have
I
been?
feel like it's kind of I feel like it's a tough situation for both of them.
Yeah.
To be like associated with these people.
Right.
But also like that is your significant other.
How didn't you know?
I don't believe you didn't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess like I don't want to brag. But like I'm in a pretty healthy relationship
where you guys actually know where your money's coming from.
And I talk to Daniel like all of the time. And now since we have a business together pretty much, like I know where our money is coming from.
Right.
I know like that. I know
how much
work
comes
for 12 hours.
Yes, you know
day.
you're slaving away, slanging them tacos.
And I know, and I also know when like it's a bad month or like it's
a good month,
like,
you would know if Daniel somehow got $50,000 dropped to the account.
Daniel comes in with a Rolex. I'm asking questions.
Yeah, questions that need answers. Like excuse me, are we going to prison?
Did we get a new credit card?
Yeah, what is happening? When are we going to prison? Should I pack a bag? Like,
so I don't think they should be completely harassed, but I also don't think they should be just like
let go and like seen as like innocent parties.
Because I don't think they're innocent. I really
no,
don't.
I don't. Even as hot as Coach Shaw is, and like how I can't wait for Jen to go to jail so I can slide in his DMs. I do believe that he knew that his wife was up to some scandalous scheming nonsense,
The
especially
other
knowing
thing is,
her
I
personality.
guess even if we give him the benefit of the doubt, like he had to have had questions.
Yeah, like where did you get these new Birkins?
Like I know the season before reunion. I think the season 2 reunion or the season 1 reunion. I don't remember. But oh, it was the season 2 reunion when
Yeah.
he's like, I was a lawyer. She's like, he was a lawyer for so long, and they're saying like all their jobs that they had, and like they've had all this money and stuff. That's where it makes me think he
He
knows.
knows because as a lawyer, you are not dumb to like where money's coming from in your wife's business. You mean to tell me you didn't ask one question?
As a lawyer, he knows what questions to ask.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
also maybe he was treating her as a client and not asking questions. There could be that
true. Oh,
too.
I didn't even think about
That he was
that.
like,
He was like
well,
a client attorney privilege. I know nothing. That's
I
a
know
good point. I
nothing.
didn't even think about that. I just feel bad for her kids in this
I honestly,
situation.
yeah, no, the kids.
The
The kids,
kids
I feel so
are
bad.
like they are
Because, like, her
innocent.
son, I think he's still in high school, right?
16.
Yeah, he's a
He's a
baby.
child. Yeah. And
He's a
then
baby.
the other son is like going to school to
He's
get
supposed to like go to
a
med school or
med school,
something.
and he's hot too. Shout out
Yeah,
to his
he
son.
is.
Shout
I'm
out to
gonna
Jen Shaw's
say,
son.
Jen Shaw's son,
The
hey.
whole family is so just like pretty, and I'm mad that she fucked it up because she could have been queen bee of housewives, the whole
Oh,
franchise,
oh
because
yeah.
she's
I
like
would
very
love to see
likable.
her. Yeah, I would love
She's
to see her
very
like girls
likable.
trip and like
Yeah.
all that
Oh my
stuff.
God, Girls Trip. When is the next one coming out?
I don't know,
They
but
take too long to come out
But
with new
no, that's what
ones.
I hate is that I did actually really like her. I love how much she stirred the pot. I love how much drama she was.
Yes.
But it's
And
just
she's
like
so
she was just
fabulous.
too much real life drama apparently, and
Exactly.
out here just
And no
scamming
wonder why she
everyone.
was always hulking out and like throwing cups at people and stuff. Can you imagine the pressure to know that you're about to get arrested? Eventually, the other shoe's going to drop. But also, why would you go on reality TV? Like Teresa
Money,
Giudice,
money.
yeah, she did the same thing. She went on reality TV and got busted. Who else? Erica Jane. Her husband got busted. It's like, why do these people seek out reality TV? Is it like a narcissistic thing or
I'm sure it has something to do with that. They just like
they
they
love the
love themselves and
attention?
they love the attention,
Yeah,
and they have been getting away with whatever they've been doing. And so exactly, Joanne.
exactly, Joanne. Thank you.
And
Thank
so
you.
it's like, why wouldn't they keep getting away with it?
Right.
But I think they forget how
How
invested random people get into their lives.
exactly. They think they're like exempt from the like fanfare of everything that
No,
happens to
like here
them.
we are spending spending our time
Spending multiple
di-
days
dissecting everything they
to
say,
writing
everything they do.
copious notes
So
about
it's like,
the garbage trash whore
and me
party.
and you are no one.
Literal
We
nobodies.
literally can do
Nobodies.
nothing. That's gonna
I
like,
have nothing to even like I can't even shake a stick at Jen Shaw's money, like
yeah. So like,
or any of
say
their
what
money.
if like me or you are like our husband is a part of the bureau or something, and we're like, hey, I watched this show, and this lady has a lot of money,
Yes.
and I don't know how she has money.
But you need to
Maybe you
investigate.
should look into this. And if they're like, oh, whatever, but like that's
But
something that
that's
could
very
completely
well
happen.
be true. Yeah,
Yeah.
because how did they find out? Well, they must have been building a case for a long
Well,
time
that was
for
the other thing. I said that was like a case I've been building for years.
yeah,
So even
because if
before the
Homeland
show.
Security gets involved, like
Yeah.
they got your ass. If the government gets involved, they got your ass.
But it's like the show didn't help her. I think the show
No,
just sped it up.
exactly, because
Because
they're
I think
like,
if she wasn't
ooh,
on the show, we probably wouldn't even know Jen Shaw.
no, we wouldn't, and she would have gotten
And
arrested, and that would have been that. How
and
long do
she
you think
might
she's
have.
gonna get?
I'm.
I say 5 years, and I say they're gonna give her 2 years like, with good behavior.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
I
what
feel
they'll
like
do.
it's something like that. I feel like she has good enough lawyers that she'll get a deal like that, or maybe get like a 10 year and only do 5 or something like
She
that.
better hope. She better hope they're that nice to
But
her.
I don't know because like she's the one that was out here like
Uh,
claiming her innocence so
I know
much.
that was the crazy part, and stealing her mom's retirement, which I'm still
That, oh my
like,
gosh.
she should be
I hope
embarrassed.
that was just for show and she didn't
Yeah.
actually take her mom's
Do you
money.
know how much money teachers retire? That's the only thing we have is our retirement. Is they take like
And even then,
13% of your
it's not
check.
enough.
It's not
My
enough.
mom was retired, and my mom almost stayed because she said they were going to give her like an extra $200 a
Oh,
month
yeah,
if she
see?
stayed for like another 2 years or something.
And she
And I
was
was
like,
like, Mom,
damn,
I will give you
I
like
will
I
give
will
you the
pay you
$200.
$200 a month to not work as a teacher.
She's like, fine,
And my
I
mom was
guess.
like, oh, okay.
Like, I guess so.
But my mom's having the best time of her life. She's
Being
watching,
retired,
yeah,
watching the grandbabies.
she's watching Gigi.
Oh,
Gigi's out here
living her best life.
living her best life with my mom, her
That's what's the
bestie.
best thing about having a mom that's retired is like having her watch your kids.
Oh yeah, I know. And she's like, oh Gigi, I love Gigi. Oh. My mom's out here. That's
I love
her
that.
biggest fan.
Her biggest fan is Gigi. So they go back to the house and they start getting ready for the garbage trash whore party.
The garbage trash whore party.
Yes, and Jen Shaw has glam. She said she's not responsible for the name. She's just responsible for the party. That actually was Lisa that came up with the name.
Yeah, she
Can't take full credit
for the garbage trash
and
party.
Let's talk about the outfits. Whitney was booty ass naked.
She really was out.
She looked good. She looked.
Yeah, she took it. I was like, baby, where? Like, how did she? She had a baby.
Yeah, she has no stomach. She has big boobs. But honestly, girls who have lingerie parties together, like I could never because I would be like Lisa. I'm like, I'm putting on my jams because I don't even like wearing lingerie for my mans. Like, honey, you're gonna lift up this family reunion shirt and like it, okay?
I'm wearing my Walmart night shirt.
You know I'm wearing this GCU, this free GCU shirt I got.
That they gave me.
Yeah, that they gave me when I signed up. You know damn well I'm about to wear this old hockey shirt that I don't know where it came from and it has a hole in it.
No, I tried.
And you're gonna like it.
Lingerie.
I can't. It's uncomfortable, and it's like, why? You're just gonna take it off anyway, and I get it.
I feel like I might have done like Heather's vibe.
Yes.
Heather's vibe because she had like little lace shorts.
Yes, I like the shorts.
And like, it was like a little corset kind of top.
Yeah, it was a corset with the high neck.
And then she like covered the girls actually. Like I think she had the petals on or something. Or
she must have left the petals on from earlier that day.
From earlier the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would be more my vibe. Or Jenn Shaw's was kind of fun.
It was fun.
Full lace bodysuit.
Yeah, that was fun. Minus I did not like that necklace that she had on, that big chain.
Oh yeah,
I didn't. That looked like I was like, honey, that looks like what you're gonna be wearing to go to prison. So you're about to be locked up.
About to be very familiar with chains.
Yes, very familiar with them chain link fences. I said Meredith's ugly pants, but it was funny that she committed to the theme of garbage trash whore with the I Love New York shirt.
That was literally the best thing ever.
I love how she commits.
Yeah, no, she definitely was like, I don't really like any of you.
Yeah,
that's Meredith vibe.
She doesn't like anybody.
I don't think she fully likes anyone.
No,
I think she's okay with like Heather, and she's like maybe okay with Whitney sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know after this night. She's like okay.
No, that was rough.
She's okay with people, but she's not friends with any of the girls.
No.
So I do love the commitment to the like I Heart New York hat and just the like, you know what?
The trash bag pants. Yeah.
Have fun with the
She's gonna engage. I said, Jen, those gloves and chain need to go. I don't like a
Madonna
glove.
Gloves.
I don't like a glove with jewelry over it because it reminds me like the Aristocats. And I said, but Jen's face Jen's so pretty to me. Like, just even without makeup, like she's so pretty to me.
Yeah, no, when she like went to wake Heather up and she didn't have any makeup on, I was like, who is this woman?
So pretty.
I was like, I don't remember.
I hate her. Like, she's gorgeous. I said about Heather, I said minus gloves and jewelry, love, and then I put Lisa. I put a whole bunch of Z's because it put me to sleep.
So her pajamas. Let's talk about them. They were
the silky pajamas.
Silky satin dog pajamas.
Yeah, so I was like, why? I did not see that they were dogs.
They were dogs. I had to pause it because I was like, what are they? Because I didn't know if they were just like little white lines. No, they were like dogs.
What is wrong? That was so boring.
And it's like, I feel sexy.
She was like, be quiet. I feel sexy. Because Jen was like, Lisa, be quiet. I feel sexy. And it's like, you're not sexy. Oh shoot, my battery is about to run out. Okay. Don't worry. It says your battery is low. You should plug in your device. Don't tell me what to do,
Don't
computer.
tell us what to do.
Then they talk about this. They make their charcuterie boards and their boards, and then they go outside and grill.
Hold on. Can we talk about the open face salad?
Yes. What is an open face salad? I thought a
It was
salad.
just a salad on a plate.
That's what I thought a salad was.
I think it's because it wasn't in a bowl, but she called it an
Open face.
an open plate salad. And
Yeah.
it's so chic.
So
So
isn't this
chic.
chic?
So chic.
I was confused by that. That's
I
why
was
I don't even
super
think I wrote
chic.
it down because I was like, I thought that just what a salad was.
I was like, what does that mean?
What is that?
That's like everyone like their deconstructed taco. Or
Yeah, and I'm like,
deconstructed whatever.
yeah, deconstructed
like,
sandwich. I'm like, that's just meat outside of the bread.
And then you put the bread on the side.
Yeah,
So
like what are you doing?
You're
making a sandwich. How is it deconstructed? And then Whitney gets to go outside and grill in her nudity. Just like that's dangerous, but also hot.
Live your life.
Live your life, babe. Then they start talking about the trading of the sexual favors, and Whitney's like, I'm gonna tell Lisa.
Heather did warn Whitney before.
Yeah.
She was like, don't engage with it.
Don't even say anything.
She was like, leave it alone. Let them deal with it.
Right.
Like, we're gonna eat dinner and have fun.
Exactly.
And Whitney's just like, I don't want to be in the middle.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, my computer died because I don't know what I was thinking, but we were at the trading sexual favors, and that Heather said, don't say anything, which smart choice. Like, these girls are not gonna receive this well, and we know Lisa's not gonna receive it well because she's a baby, as we see soon when she runs away crying. I love how Whitney goes, shut up! Everyone just shut up! Let me get this out in my own way. I was like, damn, girl. Like, and nobody was even talking. She's like, everyone, shut up. Everybody just shut up. And I was like, Jesus. Then she tells Lisa Meredith told her about the sexual favors. And the funniest one is like not even the Vita Tequila, but the jazz tickets, because the jazz isn't even like a good like
Blowies for jazz
tickets. Yeah. Wait, did you see the meme that Heather posted where she is at a jazz game recently and she has a sign that says, "Ask me how I got these tickets." Heather is hilarious. Like, I love that she carries her, like, the way she acts in the show throughout real life.
We love that.
And I love that she always, like, makes fun of these girls. But and she even said, these aren't Lakers tickets. Like, I'm not sitting next to Spike Lee, like, or Jack Nicholson. Like, we're literally, like, at the jazz. Yeah. Jesus. And then, Whitney says something about the Vita Tequila and that she cheats on her husband and that these are rumors that have been spread and Meredith was a part of it. And
low key though, like not sexual favors, but if anybody can get me courtside at the Suns game to see my Devin Booker play,
yes,
I will do something.
Somebody, please. I know somebody out there listens, has some kind of connect. I'm
so excited. I'm actually going to the opener.
Are you really?
Yeah.
When is it?
It's on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
The season opener we're going.
Nice. That'll be so much fun.
And I was like complaining to
I want to see Devin.
And then he bought tickets. He like texted me the screenshot.
I was like, bitch, I got your man. He's ready for you.
Well, I think I said it one time. I was like, he can get it. And Jay was like, he can get what?
Get what, bitch? And it's like, you know
anything.
Anything he wants, honestly. A sandwich.
But I'm no Kendall Jenner, so I don't know that.
I feel like Kendall Jenner didn't even like him. I feel like that was for optics, and she's gay. I think she's a gay Kardashian. Yeah.
There's always one, right?
Yeah, there's always one. She's a lesbian, in my opinion. That's what I think. I hate to speculate, but that's what I've always thought about her, and I hope she lives her truth.
I feel like she has a lot of like guy friends.
Yeah.
And she also like lets everybody think she's dating all these guys.
Exactly.
So
and I hear she's the fan favorite of the Kardashians. Like, nobody likes Kylie, which
I was laughing. Oh my gosh, this is like a tangent. But did you see Kylie posted some video and her makeup artists are saying cara de culo, and she's like,
What are
What
you
does that
saying?
mean? What does
Oh
that
my
mean?
god.
And he's like, it means ass
That's
face
they
while
yeah.
they're doing her makeup. There's her makeup team, and they're doing her makeup, and he's like, cara
Damn.
de culo.
She does have an ass face. Like she's gotten rough looking. Like
It's really
I
funny.
hate to say it, but she like should have stopped with the surgeries in her face. Like the body was like, okay, whatever, do whatever you want. But like sometimes when you get too much Botox and filler, it makes you look
And she's
20
so
years old.
young.
Yeah,
She's
she looks
so young.
47.
She's like 23 or something,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's super young. She's a
And
baby.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
Anyway, but
on.
that was like the funniest thing I saw in a
Damn, they called
while.
her an ass face.
Yeah. Okay, we can
Um,
get back.
oh yeah, where were you? Oh yeah. So they talk about the sexual favors. Lisa runs away, literally runs away crying to call her husband. And then somehow they're talking about how Meredith didn't say what Heather said. And she's like, yes, you did. You told me about these rumors. And then Meredith's like, no, you told me about these rumors. So they're arguing back and forth about
About the rumors.
who said
Who
what,
wrote the note?
who wrote the note. Used to. They're arguing back and forth about who said what rumor, but either way, they're both wrong. They both were talking shit. And then Heather and Whitney get into it because Whitney says that Heather knew about the jazz
this
tickets.
Was unnecessary.
Yeah.
This is the most unnecessary fight of the
Absolutely.
night. It's
Absolutely.
Like, why? You guys are supposed to be cousins.
You're supposed to be like
family.
Fifth cousins. And this is how you treat each other. And then Jen Shaw starts crying because she basically is
she
like,
just has her family.
She just has her family in her face. And then she starts crying, and then everybody's like acting up. Then they go get Lisa out of the room.
Go back to get Lisa so she can wipe her white tears.
Yes, and then Whitney basically, yeah, like they're just coddling Lisa. And Whitney's like, I did not say the thing about the jazz ticket. I was just repeating rumors I heard about you. Which, either way, you're repeating rumors that may or may not be true. And if she's giving sexual favors, sex work is real work and we respect it. Like, if her husband's okay with it and she's okay with it, who cares?
Consensual.
Then she's an adult. If she wants to get Vita Tequila in these restaurants by sucking dick, let her. In her dog pajamas.
In her doggy pajamas that she feels sexy in.
Yeah. And then I wrote, okay, so BravoCon was this past weekend.
I didn't see that.
So they talk about, so Heather and Whitney get into it at BravoCon. Basically, Heather calls out Whitney and says, like, you started acting differently ever since this season. Basically, you dropped me as a friend and stopped talking to me and won't explain why. And you're doing this for like the show. It's a reach. Everything that you said about me and why we're not friends is a reach. So they're like really not friends.
They're really beefing right
They're
now.
really beefing. The girls are fighting. Yes.
I love their friendship.
Yeah, they're not.
That. And now the girls are fighting?
The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. So Whitney and Heather were sitting next to each other, and oh, sorry, not Whitney and Heather. Whitney and Lisa were sitting next to each other, and then Heather and Meredith were sitting next to each other. So that's the alliance that I see. Yeah,
I cannot with that. I like anyone that wants to be close to Lisa. Why?
Yeah, and Lisa didn't give Whitney the time of day before she got in a fight with Meredith. So it's like you're like her second fiddle. Like you're just here because she doesn't have any friends. Like she actually doesn't like you.
Do you think it's like a little deeper? Because like the whole when she like decided she wants to not be Mormon at all, like she wants to be taken out of that thing.
Yeah, I think, and I also
do you think because Heather admitted to not wanting to
take herself because it's a part of her like upbringing. So I get it. I get that you want to like not go that far, and I also think Heather's mad that Whitney didn't tell her about the trauma like before she told all the other girls.
Like didn't tell her like individually.
Yeah, like you're my cousin.
She was the one that like she asked her to come over so she could fill out the whole form.
Right. So she could have told her like
she could have told her then,
in private.
I think,
yeah. So I don't know. The girls are fighting. It's sad. Next episode looks really good. This whole season. Oh
they're
they're still in Scottsdale, which
it.
truly was lackluster. They really didn't show much except for the pedal bike.
There was just a pedal bike.
Yeah, they could have gone anywhere else to do that.
But in their defense, I guess, when it's like winter here.
True. And there's nothing going on.
There's really nothing going on. Which there should be more
going on because it's nice. It's nice outside. This is my goal. We're doing
parties.
We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff this winter. I want to do stuff this winter. I want to go places. We're gonna go places with my $15 that I have to my name, okay?
You know what? I have 30. So let's go.
Let's go, girls. All right. So then next episode we continue with the rumors, and then Jenn is gonna go to court. This is when she goes to New York.
I think she goes to New York, and that's why the whole trip was for her. Which I love that they kept saying, "This is for you."
This is for you, but meanwhile they're all fighting.
And they're all fighting. And like I love that they were trying to be nice and they were trying to be friends and like take her on this trip.
But it really wasn't
what we
for.
Know, and then knowing what we know, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
a fun time in Scottsdale.
Exactly. You're guilty. You're gonna plead guilty because you know you're fucking guilty, Jenn. You're not Shawmazing. So, any last thoughts on the girls? Who are you, Team Heather or Team Whitney? Team Wild Rose or Team Lego Body? Because that's what Lisa called her.
I love a Lego.
Me too. I love a Lego body.
I have to be, I honestly, they're still both my top two.
Yeah.
But I would just like to say I am Team Heather because it doesn't make any sense how Whitney is just like all of a sudden friends with Lisa.
Yeah.
When Lisa was like her mortal enemy.
Exactly.
This entire
Whitney
time.
and Lisa don't make sense together. Like, it's just like the bottom of the barrel when you like have no friends. You're like, well, I might as well hang out with this person.
I don't get it. And like Heather's just my kind of people, you know? She's like, I'd give a blowjob for a burger. And
Amen. Which we discussed. It has happened to the who amongst us hasn't given us a blowy for
has not done it?
I mean, I haven't, but somebody amongst us right now has, and that's between them and God and Jesus. And we, like I said, sex work is real work.
I'm on my own journey.
Yeah.
I'm on my own journey.
She started from the bottom. Now she's here. She's healing.
I'm healing.
She's healing.
I'm seeing a healer.
Yeah. So, so that was the episode. We'll be back next week. These episodes are going to drop every Thursday. Regular episodes will be on Wednesday. And if it's day or night, love and light.